OFI Chronicles, Axiom of Fire. Chapter 3, Pattern Recognition.
Greed has a shape in this city.
She said once, staring down at the map of COS incidents.
And it's not hidden. It's sculpted in bronze.
It started with the statue. Early morning. The stadium was empty except for a maintenance worker hosing down the plaza, steam rising from the pavement. Water splashed against bronze limbs twisted in agony or movement. No one could ever decide which. The sun hadn't fully risen, and the LEDs beneath the base still cast it in gold. From a distance, it almost looked holy. Up close, it looked like a nightmare. This was the centerpiece of the Chicago Olympic Stadium, a structure big enough to hold a basketball game, a Bears game, and a Cubs or Sox game all at once, depending on what side of the city you claimed. COS was a marvel. COS was a monster. COS was the jewel of a city on the rebound. And in the center of it, beneath the glass canopy, surrounded by scrolling LED rings and international flags, stood the fountain. Designed by Abigail Jackrashon, reality show footnote, daughter of a mob-connected socialite family, and wife of the alderman who moved millions in dark money to make the bid happen. The Olympic bid, the COS blueprints, and the plaza all bore her signature, written in contracts no one read. The statue was meant to represent unity, a convergence of motion and grace. What it resembled, most said, was a mass grave frozen mid-burn, bronze limbs tangled like wreckage, arms with too many elbows, faces contorted or erased. Thin streams of water trickled from outstretched fingers, from hollowed mouths. The water pooled at the base, copper-tinged, choked with fallen leaves. It wasn't art, it was an apology no one asked for, but still, it flowed. It was a fountain of greed, of ego, of unchecked ambition. It was the kind of thing you built when you knew no one could stop you. And no one had. Not friends of the parks, not zoning commissions, not City Hall, not a single inspector with a backbone. That took power, and Alderman Jackrashon had it, the kind that didn't come from votes, but from leverage, from foreign tech deals, from campaign money so dark you needed a flashlight to trace it. He had built a machine that ran on favors, silence, and fear. And it worked. Chicago's political structure, the aldermanic system, gave individual council members enormous control over zoning, permitting, and development in their wards. It was a system built for kingmakers, and Jackrashon wore the crown. Foreign donors, ghost LLCs, vendors with no address, contractors that existed for one job, then vanished. Every dollar that entered his office came out cleaner, safer, untouchable. Now, with the Winter Olympics coming to town, Jackrashon's influence stretched from neighborhood blacktops to international broadcasts. The city's unemployment was the lowest it had been in decades. Construction was non-stop. Everyone was working. No one was asking questions. And the city was smiling again, because that was the new model. Turn your head. Don't ask. Watch your bank account grow. But justice doesn't turn its head, and she never blinked. She arrived at COS just after 7. The media crews were gone. Security let her through without question. Her badge got a glance, her red helmet got respect. Inside, the stadium echoed with the sound of power washing and HVAC hum. She wasn't there for the statue. She was there for the fire. Another one, small, contained. A break room adjacent to the southwest mezzanine, burned overnight, report filed as minor electrical. She requested access, reviewed the panel, scanned the area of origin, low-level charring, phone charger fused into the outlet. She followed NFPA 921 to the letter, documented all visible patterns, requested security footage, interviewed the overnight crew. The man who found the fire worked COS since pre-construction. The woman whose phone started it, marketing temp, issued the same model seen in 3 other fires. She cross-checked serials, photographed the damage, logged it all. Same fire curve, same battery, same silence. Back at headquarters, she opened her report and scrolled back through the photos. 5 fires, 5 victims, 5 COS employees, same model, same charger. It wasn't a question anymore. The question was why. Behind her, someone laughed at a card game. A Sinatra track played low. Water dripped from someone's boots near the front. She stared at the board, then the map, then the name on the vendor contract for the phones. Not an American brand. And the trail was getting hotter. Outside, in the heart of the city, the statue continued to pour water through its twisted hands and melted faces. She stood at the window, eyes on the skyline.
Let them smile.
She said under her breath.
I'll be the one keeping score.
Still it flowed.